Good evening and thanks for joining us for this update from your coronavirus headquarters. I'm Mike Thompson. Here are the latest numbers now in the COVID-19 pandemic. More than 9,200 people have tested positive in Wisconsin. 374 people have died. About half of the cases in the state, 4,500, have recovered. In our area, there are 16 cases in Crawford County. That follows testing earlier this week in the county. And a new case is being reported in Vernon County, a man in his 70s. Health officials say Vernon County's second and third case are currently hospitalized. Expanded COVID-19 testing is coming to our area. Scenic Bluffs Health Center in Cashton is getting $212,000 from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The money could also support the center purchasing more personal protective equipment, training for staff, and contact tracing. Throughout Wisconsin, $6 million is being distributed. Wearing masks in public is our new normal, but health experts have concerns over one type they're seeing some people wear. These are N95 respirator masks, which have a breathing valve. The air you breathe in is filtered, but the air you exhale is not, putting others at risk. That's why one local hospital is discouraging people from wearing them when they visit.
What we're more worried about is, especially like when people cough, that's more likely of them kind of having that spread. It's kind of forcing and kind of jetting out through the openings then too. So it might actually be pushing it a little farther than it would typically.
If you do have a respirator mask and plan to visit Mayo Clinic Health System, you will be asked to replace it with a mask provided by them. However, for those who do not want to replace their mask, they will give you one to wear over it. Taking a look now at the latest numbers in Minnesota, there are now more than 9,300 infections there and 508 people have died. The number of new cases reported in the state has reached a record high for the fourth straight day. 5,300 people in the state have recovered. A second case is now being reported in Houston County, and in Iowa, more than 11,000 people have tested positive. 231 have died. More than 4,200 have recovered. A new 5-point plan to protect long-term care residents and workers is being announced in Minnesota. The plan expands testing and will continue routine testing of residents and staff that meet certain criteria. The plan also calls for additional personal protective equipment and more staffing support to facilities. 80% of the deaths from COVID-19 in the state have been people living in long-term care facilities. State officials say the plan is a team effort to keep people safe. A donation of 10,000 personal protective masks will make sure that first responders in our area stay safe. Staff from Edward Jones Investments donated the masks at the Law Enforcement Center in La Crosse today. The donated PPE will be used by responders throughout the county. And that's our report for now. Thanks for joining us for this coronavirus update. We hope you can join us tonight at 10.